Hello folks, I'm Alex. This is Alex Unabridged. Welcome or welcome back to the channel if that is the case. Yes, it's time for another call for submissions, this time for volume 3 of Fun in the Dark, the series of mini anthologies containing fun yet dark fiction. And the theme for this volume is small town weirdness. So we're looking for stories set in places where the ordinary or the mundane sits alongside the bizarre or uncanny. At the heart of the theme of small town weirdness is the contrast between the comforting familiarity of life in small community and the inexplicable, unsettling or sometimes macabre happenings that might befall the residents or visitors to that place. So think insular communities with odd traditions or strange, eccentric locals. Buildings with mysterious histories, or even geography that behaves in weird and unnatural ways. And although we're referring to small town weirdness for the title of this anthology, we'll also be happy to see submissions set in villages, gated communities, suburbs, that anywhere that there's a small tight-knit residential community is suitable for this. What we're not looking for is stories set in large towns or cities. The weirdness associated with big urban environments has a really different flavour, and although I'm a fan of that myself, that's not what we're after for this anthology. We're very much focusing on the small towns or small places. So a quick note on what I mean by fun yet dark as the kind of the tone for the stories that I'm publishing in these anthologies. Fun can, of course, mean funny or humorous. And I certainly enjoy work that has a good sense of humour, especially if it's a little bit dark. But it doesn't have to mean funny. Fun doesn't have to mean funny. There is as much fun in being given the creeps or being a little grossed out, or in having to solve the mystery as a reader, for instance. What I mainly mean by fun in the context of this anthology is work that isn't too serious or too gritty. I love sort of thought-provoking, bleak, sombre writing, but Fun in the Dark isn't the publication for that sort of writing. When it comes to the dark side of things, absolutely up for some peril, some gore, some grossness, some nasty characters, chillers, thrillers, make us squirm a bit. But there are limits on the darkness for this series. I'm not looking for any extreme horror, basically. So stories featuring ultra graphic violence, sexual assault, abuse, etc. There is absolutely a place for those themes and for that sort of work. But again, Fun in the Dark isn't that place. So basically, dive into the darkness in your story, just make sure you bring the fun as well. What we're ultimately looking for in submissions is a good balance of both those elements. If you want a good idea of the sort of fun, dark balance that we're looking for, you can head over to the Kilter Rammel website, links in the description, to read the stories from Volume 1, Transformations, which are free till the end of June. Those will give you a good idea of kind of the balance that we went for when it comes to the fun and dark in the stories that we pick. So the guest reader then for Volume 3, I'm very happy to tell you that we have ensnared Mr. Troy Tradup, who will be helping us choose 6 stories for this anthology. Many of you will know Troy's name. He was on BookTube for a bit, and of course he published Criminally Presents Garbology, an anthology of awesome trash, in 2024. Troy has just hit the 35-year anniversary of being a published author and playwright. In 2010, he established his own small press, Tough Times Publishing, and unleashed his werewolf novel, The Forsaken Boy, upon the world. And he went on to publish work by several other authors as well, most notably the Blackwater series by Michael McDowell, which is now, of course, published by Valancourt Books. Most recently, Troy's been published in Fun in the Dark #1, Transformations, and we'll have a second story in Fun in the Dark #2, Open Water, as well, releasing in July, 1st of July 2026. He has survived living in weird small towns in the US, so I'm sure he will make a fantastic addition to the team for Small Town Weirdness. I'm very excited to have him on board and to be able to publish an afterword by him on the theme of Small Town Weirdness. So there's your general overview of what we're after for volume 3. All the submission guidelines, I won't go through all of them on here. They are available on the Kilter and Rammel website. There is a QR code up on screen now that will take you through to the submission page on the website. You'll be able to find all the information on there. The basic, most important ones basically are the deadline for submissions is the 30th of June at midnight. Midnight applies to your own time zone wherever you are in the world rather than GMT where I am. And submissions should be between 2,000 and 5,000 words. Submissions under 2,000 and over 5,000 words won't be accepted. And we're looking for work across various genres. Submissions of horror, science fiction, fantasy, weird or bizarro fiction, crime, mystery are all welcome, very welcome. Basically, as long as your story fits the Small Town Weirdness theme and the overall tone of the anthology, that fun yet dark tone, then we'd like to see it. Everything else that you will need is on the website. Please do, if you want to submit, please do make sure you check that out fully. You can read it on the website. You can download the submission guidelines as a PDF. And I hope very much to see submissions from some of you very soon. But I think that is it for today. I'd better get back to editing the stories for volume 2, which comes out, as I say, in July. Volume 3, by the way, will come out on the 1st of October this year, just in time for Halloween, which should be good. But yes, I'd better crack on with the current volume in production. Thank you very much for watching today, folks. As I say, I hope to see some submissions from you soon, but from me, for now, that's ta-ra.